NRG Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That one is caught by Hunt. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tyler Irvin back deep. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down at the 39-yard
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 39, Carr. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
Myles Garrett.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 35 on second down, Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
On for the point after.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing in the East.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Browns nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the pass. High 42, high 42. I got one. 42 the mark.
Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man. Complete. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still have a good game going ahead of us.
Tyler Irvin on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Raiders 14, Browns 7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nick Chubb, the ball.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want, but I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Raider first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll make this a second and long.
45-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
But it's third down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Las Vegas.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
To
Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21, Browns 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start this.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 77 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And a Las Vegas first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Gafford. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second down and goal. Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Carr. Caught on the slant. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 29, Carr letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mayfield. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bush. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. A
run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Mayfield with the give.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Alert, 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 alert. 44, 44, Mike, 44. I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm coming. 44. Run.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Brought down by Carl Nassib. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Raiders. So
they run again with Hunt. And the ball is knocked out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. Come on, D. Mike 42, Mike 42. Know your job. Mike's 42.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Do that every time.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.